Start the recording for this little dev stream here. Can we have 8-10 strafe runs? It's an op tray themed Pay4Pain, so probably not, no. Alright, so we were testing out kitting and stuff. And if you want to follow along what I'm doing right now, feel free to do exclamation point menu. And you can see me build that in real time. Because I want to get through the Insurgent roster and then start getting to the Covenant stuff. What am I pricing that as? Because it's ridiculous, in all honesty. I'm gonna make that high, yeah. Because we tested the Sun Devil, and that thing was just, ooh. What was it? A Jad Panther for that. What do I want to price that as? Hey, Boo, you okay? Okay. Hey, text me if there's anything you need, okay? I'll come running. Let me put my buzzer on. All right. I love you. What do I want to put that as? Because I do need to test it too, and how tanky it is. So let's do that real quick. Before I price it, let's have a look. So let's get a Rifleman AT kit here. Let's see how effective it is, because it has a twin A10 minigun, and it's deadly. It's very, very deadly. So I can just spawn in. It's jagged, yeah. So, I mean, right off the bat here, let me... Let me show you.
All set up.
Shoot them. Oh, you're doing the crap where you're not shooting them, are you? Yeah, you're set to aggro. I'm gonna have to rescript her weaponry then. This is why I test before I price, because I don't want to feel like I'm scamming anyone. So I'm gonna have to rescript her weaponry. That's gonna be fun. Do you at least fire at air assets then? For the love of God.
Waiting. Copy. I'm on him.
So what do you shoot at? Well, he did shoot for a moment. So I'm confused. Why aren't you shooting at infantry then? Oh my God. Huh. Give me some infantry, because I swear it fired at infantry in the past.
Ready for orders. Wait. Lock and load. On the way.
Yeah, so it does fire at infantry. I'm good. I'm good then. That's what I was remembering, which is why I was so concerned when they weren't firing at the other infantry. But yeah, no, we're good. We're good. All right. What do I want to price that little bastard at? 65, 75, something around there. Because, let's see, it's deadlier than the Sun Devil. The Sun Devil I have at 45 because the Mammoth tank, I mean, that thing, it's a twin AT murder hole thing. So, let's shoot for 75. It's a GATD Panther. Variant has guided AA and twin A. Missiles for air targets and twin A-10 Warthog Gatling cannons for ground targets. Oh, I need to test how tanky it is. And I guess I can do that with the Mammoth as well. Because the Mammoth, I mean, the Mammoth. Yeah, okay. So let's go back, because I forgot the pace of what I wanted to do. Pay4Pain is going to be at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I have a sign-up roster on TSB. Anyone in TSB is allowed to sign up. It's going to be a smaller scale. We have a full... It's basically just air assault, left, right, and center, with some pre-made AOs, but, you know, viewers can add to them. Alright, let me test the Mammoth real quick. Because I know against infantry, it's not going to do much. But it has both a coax and it has this massive cannon up here that it fires at infantry.
Waiting orders. Copy that.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Ready for orders. Awaiting orders.
That's a good sign. Oh, yeah. So it's doing essentially what I want it to do. Let me also add to its description. Yeah, that thing is going to be tanky. But let me go ahead and do some field testing here. So give me the Mammoth. And let's test how much AT it takes for the crew to bail.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Now, these are meant to be tanky, so... So I'm curious, how much damage? So 4 rockets will take it out. Okay. Cool. J-A-G-D. Okay, J-A-G-D. Jack Panther. Oh, of course, that's a real word that frickin' autocorrect doesn't bitch about. Yeah, so AT will hit that in 2 shots. All right, now let's test pylons from a guided system. Let's test the easier pylons first.
All set up.
So that's going to be you in the air.
Go Team 6.
All right.
Morning.
So the
I do
easier
love
ones will
me
hit
some
it.
Command and Conquer.
So I don't have to change it up then. Because it's still armored, but it actually only has about as much armor as a Scorpion tank, if not slightly less, which is quite interesting. Oh, he's going to shoot me down immediately. I didn't set you to... Yeah, let's fix that. Before he gets a fucking missile lock. Let's see if he bailed. No, he's still flaring me. Tanky motherfucker. He's still kicking. It's doing damage, it's just not doing enough. So what this means is I need to reset you. I want to test the bigger ordnance on you. So that's going to be that and that. Oh boy! Natty WWC, thanks for the 22-month resub at tier 3. Morning to you too. For me, it's the evening, my man, but nonetheless, welcome. And yeah, Command and Conquer tanks, man. Gotta love them. Get him in the air because these don't lock on unless they're actively moving. Okay, they bailed. All right, so It's similar to the Wraith tank then. It's 2 to decrew it, and then 1 jackknife will also decrew it, because that's the biggest missile you can carry. So, yeah, similar armored stats to the Wraith. The Mammoth is slightly below that, so I might adjust prices slightly because of that information. It's not armor core. So with that, the Sun Devil I'm keeping high because that is a Scorpion platform. So the Insurgent Mammoth tank, I'm going to slash that to 55. And then the mech, we're going to put up at 65 because it can still... Yeah. It also has flares to off-guided missiles from... Alright, cool. Insurgent Cash Drone. That I'm only going to put at like 15 because easy. So Cash Drone is set. Spawns Mako. Drone to harass the base. Enemy Hornet I will put at... Let's make it simple. Let's make that 25. And Insurgent Hornet. Strafe player infantry and player aircraft. Insurgent Falcon, I'm going to make... Yeah, let's make the Hornets 30, because those are a little more deadly than the Falcon. Falcon, let's make that at 25. And then... Falcon to fight. Base with door gunners and a front GMG. And then the Pelican... I'm going to price that at 30 as well. I got to remember, though, what's the weaponry on the Pelican?
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, it's a 70mm cannon. Does he have rockets as well? Ooh, that's messy. Let me check another thing real quick. I think that is a frontal thing, and then you have this one, which has a different weapon. Yeah, let's do the 40mm chain gun instead. Because that one fires quicker. With a... It's also super tanky. I'm going to probably put it at 35 instead, buff it a little bit. And that is it for the Insurgent section. Now we have to move on to the Covenant section. All right. So the Covenant section's fun because we have a few different things here.
Standing by.
You got your Jackals. Now, I'm also curious here. I want to take one of you, and I want to shoot myself with that unit just to see how much damage it will do with its gun. Also, this shield is invulnerable. So yeah, 10 shots. Some of them were hitting my backpack and deflecting off, but the damage bled into my leg, which was weird, but... Yeah, so the players, they're tanky, but, I mean, knowing you guys are going to spam the shit out of them, not surprised with that. So, let's go ahead and heal myself so I don't bleed out while I'm working, but these are our options. So, you got a patrol, you have a section, and then you have a sniper team. So let's do the section and the sniper team here. So Jackal Patrol. I put an A instead of an E, my bad. Or no, an E instead of an A. Now, order the sizes of the elites here. So, yeah, elite section, and then whew. I'm debating the AA section, but these, I mean, they're guided. I can probably price them. Because the players do have flares to work with them, but let me go ahead and look back at the Sangheli here. I might also custom make squads, but I gotta see how tanky they are again. I think it's a full mag gun. Yeah, so pretty much a full mag of this gun to take them out. So I gotta factor that into the price as well. But let's see. Let's say I'll say a patrol for the elites is 3. So I'm gonna make a note about 3 there, and then a squad is going to be let's do 8. So let's see. Spawn a 3-man team. Here's these guys take a full mag to kill each. And then elite squad spawn an 8-man team. It's, am I spelling Sangheli right? Yeah, sane, and then there's an extra I in there before the L. Alright, so realistically, basing this off of the Bush Wookiee squad, which I have at 1250 for 4 guys, and they take about 20 to 25 shots. These guys take about 30 shots individually. So if we divide 4, like if we wanted to calculate the price out here in a realistic way, I would need to divide, let's divide 12 by 4, which is 3. And then the ratio of 3 to 20 needs to be upped to x to 30, which is 2/3. So 3 times... No, it would be 3 divided by 2 times 3 would be $4.50 per Sangheli. So $4.50, and this is all rounded down too, so it would be actually closer to 5. So at $12.50 for 3 units, it would also be $12.50 for a Sangheli team of 3. So I like that. So let's also price $12.50 for the 3-man team. And then the 8-man team would be technically 8, which would be up to like $30. Because that would be 12.5 times almost a factor of 3, which would be about 37.5. So for the 8-man team, let's charge 30. Because, I mean, they are very freaking tanky. You know what I mean? All right, Jackal Patrol spawns 4 Jackals with frontal shields impervious damage to fight the player base. These guys I'm going to keep cheap. Let's do 5. Let's do 7.5 for each. And then the sniper team as well. Actually, they're tankier than the sniper team that the Insurgents would have, and they have a better gun. How much did I price the... Yeah, the Insurgent one, I brought it down to 3. But here's the thing. The Jackals themselves, I'll bump it down to 5. But I don't want a shit ton of Jackals being spawned because that frontal energy shield is... It's not a joke. It's pretty freaking annoying to deal with. Like, you have to call in Cass on that force at that point, which can be quite annoying. San Healy, I know, I'm trying, all right? Airvix, this is where things get fun. So, Banshees, I don't trust 100%. So these ones thankfully fly like jets, but I need some Hornets in the air. I just want to test how they perform with each other.
Ready.
And then if I don't take off that thing off of my character, please let me know. Yeah, so a single plasma shot actually does a lot of damage as long as the AI don't miss. But yeah, eventually the guided rockets will get them as well. Yes, the Jackal Snipers are an option, and yes, they are annoying as they are in-game. They will headshot with that fucking beam cannon, and it's really funny. Yeah, so this flies like a plane, and then it has the fuel rod launcher as well. Yes, the AI don't know how to balance this thing properly, but, I mean, in the hands of a decent pilot, you can flare off when you're... I have no idea where the last one went. So I'm going to assume... Oh, yeah, he booked it out of there. I'm not surprised. But yeah, so that's pretty balanced with each other. It's practically a plane, which you can lock on and engage, but they will flare off the rounds. Pay4Pain is tomorrow. Starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So... gonna note this one. I'm just testing out individual vehicles right now. What's another Banshee? We have the regular Banshees, which I think fly as VTOLs, so they're not as effective. So they're gonna fly the same way. Yeah, so that cannon's less effective, but it still does a good chunk of damage. And they also die a lot easier compared to the Space Banshee. Okay. But yeah, it's just one and done. And then the Needler, I gotta remember how this one works. I'm pretty sure it just has a different type of weapon there. Oh. Did I just ram him? Whoa. Jesus freaking. Alright, so Needler Banshee is definitely the AA Vic. That's for sure. I want to quickly, like, put a crowd of dudes down here, and I want to strafe them with the heavy Needler just to see what happens. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's literally an autocannon. Rest in peace, our ears. Alright, dropship. The dropship's fun because it's tanky as fuck and really annoying to deal with. Similar to the Pelican. So...
Standing by. Awaiting orders. Target acquired.
And of course, they're trying to use autocannon on it. So let's see how this goes. Alright, well, I need to properly test this, so let's go ahead. Oh, yeah. So, the caveat to that is it's good against infantry, but if it actually dies that easily, then I need to consider a cheaper price for it. Alright. That's good. So, we have 3 different Banshees we need to price. Standard variant, and I will put them in these little brackets here. And I'm going to put the Needler variant on the bottom, because that one's definitely the most powerful. As long as I can spell the word variant right? And then I'm going to put the dropship above. How do I want to do it? So how have I priced the Insurgent Air? Covenant A10 Go Burr. Yeah, right? It's gray ammo over here. Technoblade. I heard about... I don't know who Technoblade is, though, but I heard people talking about it yesterday. Also, at 705, we have the NA branch in a little bit. So, these air assets I priced, but they're kind of even on what they can do. So, I'm going to start the dropship at 30. Actually, I'm going to do 25. It's a Covenant dropship with a plasma cannon intended to engage infantry, but vulnerable without air cover. Alright, Banshee standard variant. This one, I mean, it's cheap to, like, spam. So, I'm probably going to price it at $12.50, in all honesty. Just because, not even, no, we're going to do $10. We're going to do $10, because that one is definitely one you can spam, because it's meant to be, it's a one and done. It gets blown up very quickly. Spawns a standard VTOL model. She equipped with twin plas cannons and a fuel rod gun. It also has flares, and it's intended to spammed due to how fragile they are. The space variant can take a punch, though. So what do I want to do with that? I'm not actually sure how tanky it is. Oh, wait, yes, we did see it. Can take... It's about, like, 3 times as armored as the regular Banshee. So this one, I'm going to bump up to 30. Spawns a space variant of the Banshee that has ×3 the armor and ×2 the speed. The speed and a weapon upgrade that significantly increases the damage output its twin cannons. Also has fuel rod gun. Period. Jeez, either I'm not getting freaking autistic with my keyboard, or it's crapping out, not deploying everything properly. I'm putting the needler at 40. Yeah, 45, because it's literally a space A10. Here, the closest thing you can get to an A10. Period. Has a heavy needler. Twin cannon that acts similar to a Gao 8. The A10. AA missiles take out air targets. And a fuel rod gun. More than... What more do you need to dunk on the player base? Alright, so those are all set. Rest in peace, yeah, right? Now, what else do I have here? We got the Air Vix and Heli Special. Right, the Wraith tanks. So I already tested the damage output on these. It's tanky. It's about as tanky as a Scorpion. Where it requires heavier ordnance to actually take them out. So what I want to do now is a simple test of infantry and bollocks. Jesus Christ. All right. Hypothetically, with a regular dude with AT here, yeah, when he turns out, he does that, which I find fairly funny. But how do we... I think it's going to be 4 shots. If not, who knows? Well, that's tanky. How does it look internally? I think it's fine. Oh, yeah, the hull's completely scuffed, though. Here, accidentally copied him, and he was out of AT ammo, so... Yeah, so 5 shots. Okay, so we've seen that go against infantry. Now I want to see what this thing does, because it doesn't have a turret, it has a freaking gun on it. What do you do? Oh, God. Brooklyn. That was only 2 rockets. So it basically acts more like a tank, but as we just witnessed, the AT is finicky. So the front seems to be weaker than the sides. But I imagine the rear, where that power core is, will be the weakest part. And then the AA tank. Does the AA work against infantry? Oh, that's disgusting. The best I can describe that as is airburst. Oh. Oh. Alright, where are my Hornets?
Ready.
Deploy the babies.
Waiting. Copy. I'm on it.
Go on your merry way. Oh, beautiful. Took half damage to those direct hits, but you also have to consider when I'm spawning in these AI Hornets, they're using the default AT/AA lock-on missile, which is the weakest one they have. I'm allowing for 2 other options to be taken. The Jackknife, which is a single missile that'll insta-kill, and then the other version, which is a group of 4, which seems to be killing them in bouts of 2 out of the 4. And they're offering them through the pylon changer of this thing. But, yeah. All right. I'm going to have some fun writing this. Wraith Tank. What did I put the Mammoths... not the Mammoth. The Sun Devil at? 45, and the Insurgent Scorpion was 25. Wraiths, I'm going to start at... I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm going to offer the Wraith tank itself, because that's more against player tanks, but I'm not going to have a lot of player armor. I'm only going to really have a lot of player air and other stuff. But they will have Warthogs and shit, but... Whew, it's a messy business there. So we're going to do... Standard variant, and then AA variant. Alright, we're going to price that at 30. And then the AA, I'm probably going to bump up to 50, because that thing, oh my god. Alright. Spawns a Wraith tank with a turned plasma machine gunner and its dreaded plasma artillery, none to decimate infantry. AA variant spawns a Wraith tank with a plasma machine gunner and its did AA flak. AA fuel rod flak. Turret. This thing air bursts infantry and alike. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's a monster. It's a monster. Good night, Captain. Thanks for dropping by. Whew. 7:15. Alright. Is there anything else on the Covenant side I need to test? I don't think so. Do I want to deploy static turrets in the field? Honestly, no. Don't get me wrong, they're fun, but I don't... Because they're not... Like, the Covenant are going to be, like, coming in from the side, so them having defensive installations to just lock down aircraft, Nah. Alright, now the fun mod.
Standing by.
The fun mod. You know, I'm going to use Plinko for the amount of infection forms I spawn. Yeah. That'll be the only way to spawn in the fucking...
Waiting.
Do they still stop moving? No. God, that's fucking terrifying. They fixed the damage of them, though, so they actually pop now when they're hit properly, which I appreciate.
Ready for orders.
Ah, they're terrifying. Did they fix the combat form? No, the carrier form walk. Hey, Dev, how you doing?
Ready.
Are you gonna waddle to me? Yes! They fixed the waddle! To the very next day, da 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 da. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. Oh, it's so nice to play with that. Now, real quick, do the infected fudge heads do the
Ready.
do you have a shield? No, that's okay. Okay. So, what I want to do now is go to the settings because I can actually adjust these on the fly. So if we go to settings, add-ons. I'm not going to scroll, too lazy to do that. All right, carrier form. Explode reach 10. Maximum spawn infected. I think 6 is a good number. Let's, because you got to consider the framiness of everything. I'm going to bump it up to 7, but you can bring it all the way up to 15 if you're a jerk. Dev, is this in meters? Because if that's in meters, I'm going to lower that to 4. 25, good God. If you're referring to the script that you sent me, yeah, I will get that tested later. I'm going to lower that to 4 for right now, because it's meant to be like an on top. I'll put it to 5, because I'm assuming it's meters, unless I'm told otherwise. Combat forms, this is where I will... Melee launch 10, 0.01. That is mean. Ooh. Health modifier set to 1.7. That's for both. Let's buff that to 2.5. And then I'll lower it if I need to. It is, thanks. Yeah, so 5 meters should be fine, like for its maximum range. Infection forms. I honestly like where these are at right now, and I'm going to keep them that way. That should honestly be... Yeah, 50-50 I think would be good. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look at this again. I'm excited. See, because I'm not sure how many specials I'm going to offer in terms of, like, units and whatnot. Because if everything's just from mods, then that should be good enough on its own. You know what I mean? Alright, give me a poor group of infantry here. Who am I going to bully today? U.S. Army. Would that work, though? Or does it have to be...
Ready for orders.
Let's see what happens. 50-50, I break the server. But you know what? That's okay. It's just for testing.
Ready.
I love these little waddles, man. Their legs are coming off.
Hostile! 9! Fire at that soldier! Contact!
Are you gonna shoot?
He's down!
I'm gonna probably make them a little tankier.
Do not fire! Do not fire!
That is actually fucking terrifying. Oh.
Let's go! Move!
That is terrifying when you think about it. Yes, that's another thing I want to look at. Do you have it scripted that way?
Standing by.
You do! You do! Oh!
Standing by.
I hope it doesn't break the server. Oh, that's fucking
Standing by for
terrifying.
orders.
Oh, it's so beautiful. This will not be a one life op. No, absolutely not. Now, question. If
Ready for orders. Awaiting orders.
we have a few things like this, will the
Wait.
infection form revamp those? Oh, you crazy. No. Okay, cool. That's fine. So that's the one caveat, but my god, that is... Oh, that's brutal.
Standing by.
All right. What do I want to do here? I want to buff health a little bit more. Let's get those up to 3.5, and then let's get the carrier forms up a bit more. It's been tested, Liru. It was in the test stop. We did just not optimize. Gotcha. So, yeah. How many people did you have in the test stop? Because this one, I think, is, what, 6, 12, 24... This is going to be up to 29 players, so it's not, you know, going to be super, super big, but... Let's bump that up to 3.5. Carrier form, I want up to 5-0. Which might be too much, so let's actually do 2-0. And if it's still a little too tanky, then I'll adjust it there. I know, you are sadistic, I know that. You make a damn good mod. I still need slots, though, for that mission, but... Whew, it's 7:25 as well. And I did say between this stream and NA, I was going to reset my internet because we were getting some desync on FNF. It might also just be my ping for the day, but you never know. So, carrier form.
Ready.
God, that's still freaking terrifying in my opinion. Let's buff carrier up to by a factor of 0.1. And let's test combat form.
Waiting.
You know, let's just double both of them. Let's double both of them and see how that is. So flood units will surround vehicles and just constantly pound at them. They have to be combat forms. Infection forms don't do anything to Vix. There were some settings there that showed that variant, but based off of what I saw, it seemed fine. I'm gonna put it up to 5-0, and then combat form. Let's put that up to 5. Work from there. Rifleman AT for the machine gun. Well, technically assault rifle, actually. Hell's a rake. Ah, okay.
Standing by.
Tonk.
Ready.
Yeah, so let's bring it down to 0.4. That was a full mag. I want to take a little less than a full mag. And let's look at combat form. See, it's good to make them over tanky in testing, so then you know where the line is and you can start taking it down from there. I think I headshotted it, because I think if you hit there, it insta-kills it. You know, which would make sense, because that's where its head is. That was the wrong thing to spawn. But yeah, I can also spawn AT versions of them as well. But yeah, I am shooting them at head level. I mean, it's hard for me not to.
Ready. Standing by.
God, that is terrifying. No, 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 no. Ah, okay. That's actually a good test there. Right in my freaking face. All right, combat forms, I want to tank up a little bit more. Only by a factor of 0.5, and then carrier forms I'm going to bring down by a factor of 0.1. So attribute, multiplayer, no, that's the wrong thing. Add-ons. Combat form, health modifier, let's do 5.5. And then carrier form, I'm going to bring that down to 0.4. That should be good. I'm going to need a Plinko section, though. All right. I'm going to take a small intermission to go use the bathroom. So give me just a moment, guys. And I will be right back. All right. How do I want to do this? I'm going to go back into the document real quick. So we've got 3 different forms here. And I'm not going to offer Flood Vix and then Devour your script thing you sent me. I'm going to have to test that tonight and see how things go. And here, I accidentally tabbed into something else, so I need to take some names here. I still have open slots for the event as well, because TSB doesn't like to always sign up for events. All right. And then I need to think of some other special ideas as well. I could probably put it in the special if it works, Devour, but let me actually take a look back again at what you did. Because I also have to be wary about if I feel like it might be framey. And it's been used. Okay, so and that's put down as init SQF, which is technically obsolete, but okay. Missions, ... Can you execute an init.sqt with the init server init side stuff? Well, I guess we'll find out in a second. If it yells at me, it yells at me. Just need to drop in the ocean fire. That's fair. Yeah, I saw you write that, Dev. I was just, brain was doing the thinking of various XYZ. Okay. Well, let's have a look here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, a grass cutter would also technically work. I believe it's anything with the sector piece. So oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Phantoms aren't in the mod right now, unfortunately. I'm adding that. That's fucking terrifying. All right. Flood. Flood meteor. Flood meteor. Sorry, I'm just laughing my ass off over that. I'm not going to price it yet because I got to figure out what I want to price here. Does it do impact damage? Oh, neat. Let me add that. I'm not going to add that, though, because I don't like directly dropping stuff on the players. But that's... Whew. Diorama baseplate. That's cute. That's something. That is something to add to the specials, you know? Just little fun things like that. All right. Combat forms. I'm not going to price it yet because I want to write these out. Okay. Spawns a single combat form that will chase down and you players. I'm gonna make it really simple. Carrier form, I'll put at $3. Spawns a slow-moving form that has two features. The first is that when close to players, detonates AoE damage in the span of 5 meters. The second is that it means 327 infection forms after. I'm making them cheap. Dear freaking God. Alright. Plinko. You knew it was coming back. A drop. Let me go look at my Plinko board real quick. We got the 1, 3, 5, and 7. I love Plinko. Alright, so. The Plinko board has 5 outcomes. A 1, 3, 5, 7, or it... the chip gets stuck / eyes out. Period. Here are the results. 1 equals 1 infection form. 3 equals, why is that in bold? 5 equals, 7 equals, stuck / fly out equals, give me 1 second, I gotta write all this up. Because again, a lot of this is document writing, so I'm gonna... Now here's the deal, I'm also gonna warp the numbers down a little bit because too many infection forms, because people went nuts for Plinko last time. So I'm going to rake the numbers here a bit. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I need to add an S to everything. And you know what? I'm going to make it slightly cheaper. We're going to do $4 a drop, or 400 bits, or a sub or gift sub. Because sub revenue, I only get 250 of that anyway. Same with the gift sub. But that's also because I'm lowering the numbers here. That's the cheapest I'm going because it does take me a second to drop those coins, and then I have Bloodwing or someone else help me for that. Due to server lag of spamming infection forms. And then infection forms serve the following purposes. 1. Firstly, they have a 50-50 chance of insta-killing the players when they get close. Wise, they will do a nasty melee attack. In the event of an insta-kill or a killing blow, they infect the corpse, turning into a combat form. Secondly, they will also seek corpses on the ground to infect. There's one thing I want to test, because I'm worried what'll happen. Because it's a custom skeleton, and I remember you warning me about that, Dev, so... Jackals are custom skeletons, too.
Ready for orders.
50-50, this is going to crash my game. And I'm a little worried about that, but hey, you know, live and let live.
Ready.
Works for me. How I didn't reset my commands because this was meant to be a quick dev stream. But all right. Don't ask how he got the human face. It's it just works. It just works. It just works. Okay, as long as it doesn't crash, that's all I care about. All I care about. You don't think the Jackal's a custom skelly? Well, it did a lag spike when I put it on originally, which makes me think it's a custom skelly, but I don't know. To infect. There is 50-50. I'm going to lower that to 20%, actually. Chance the infected form will keep the bun after infection. Oh, that's brutal. I'm making them cheap too. That's the fun part here. There's gonna be flood spam. What map is this then? It's Madrigal. M-A-D-R-I-G-A-L or E-L or something. But you won't be able to find it because it's built into the Operation Trebuchet mod. But yeah, okay, there's one thing I want to test real quick. If I put like a bunch of dead things, and then I put some infection forms.
Waiting.
How's this gonna work? Okay, they do come after me. That's just terrifying. That is honest to God terrifying. I love it. I love it. Easy. All right, so with that said and done, it's about 7:46. I'm probably going to take a small break before we get into our 8 o'clock for Friday Night Fights NA. But I mean, this is a pretty sizable menu here. I'm happy about that. And then we got to change the game setting. I got to list out some stuff for help the player base. So we'll probably do that in the morning, or I'll do it after the DayZ stream, after the NA branch. But yeah. All right. We'll be back in about 15-20 minutes for the NA branch. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operation. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and hopefully I'll see you in a bit.